that happiness is equivalent to being successful and being successful is equivalent to being happy. But is that really the answer? Before I go in, as a typical coach, I have some questions for you. The first question is, are you happy? The second is, are you successful? And the third is, are you happy and successful? They're very, very simple questions, but when we start delving deeper inside our own subconscious, we start questioning ourselves on it to really understand that are we really happy? Are we really successful? And are we actually happy and successful? And if your answer is for the third question, no, then what do you think would you have to do in order to be happy and successful? Now, when I talk about being happy and successful together, you would be like, you just said they're two very different words. They're two very different meaning words. And that is the answer. They are very different. Then why, as human beings, do we seek happiness and success on the same level? Let's go in much more deeper now. Happiness is more individualistic. I can be happy with my own self. So I was reading this book wherein a female walked up to a man sitting all alone in the restaurant and eating food. She was very curious because she saw that he was simply sitting, eating, and enjoying the time. And she felt that this is a little weird. She went up and asked him, that you're eating all alone. Why so? And he said, I'm not eating alone. I am eating all by myself. So when we start seeking happiness internally, we realize even the smallest of moments, even the smallest of incidents make us happy. But when we start seeking happiness in success, we'll be more sad because success is not guaranteed, but happiness is definitely guaranteed. Let's talk about success. Success is more of a group effort. Now you'll say, but people who scale Mount Everest, the alone trekkers, how are they into a group effort? They are also in a group effort because when they started the planning stage of scaling the Everest, they did it with the people who either already done it, are aware of it, or are the locals staying around that region. So the planning involved the group effort. The buying of the gear for trekking involved the group effort. The checking of the weather, to understand how the climate is going to be, what conditions are going to be around, was a group effort. So always remember that you can choose to be happy individually, but success has to be a team effort always. Krisha, can we have the next slide, please? Yeah. So now the third point is, what came first, happiness or success? It's like the same question that what came first, chicken or the egg? We would really never know the answer to it because we really don't know what happened first, happiness or success. But there was a study by Daniel Gilbert, who happens to be the professor of psychology in Harvard University, who said that we have virtually involved happiness with all our major life-taking decisions. All the decisions that we try taking, we ensure that our ultimate goal is being happy. Do you realize that morning when you get up, and as simple as choosing what you want to eat depends on what makes you happy, what kind of food makes you happy, not the what kind of food that makes you successful. So I always feel that happiness came first rather than success that came. Next slide, please, Trisha. Okay. When is it that people come across a dichotomy that success and happiness are different for majority? The day that people realize that they can actually be happy despite not being successful. So you have a goal set out for your own self. and you have done all the planning to the T, right from the word A, B, C, and your ultimate goal is D. And you start working towards your goal. You start reaching point B, you are happy. You start reaching point C, you are happy. But then you encounter some unexpected challenges or roadblocks. The mood definitely gets dampened. It definitely makes you go down. But does that mean you cannot be happy? Of course you can be. Because you scaled from the level A to C. You made it till that point. Always remember, life is unpredictable. Challenges will always come up from anywhere. Celebrate those small wins from A to B, B to C. It doesn't matter if you do not make it to D in the first go. And the day that you have this realization that you should actually be celebrating each step of your journey, you will stop comparing both these words together and you'll actually put them on different pedestals. So I've already told you that why is it so? Why? Because we always feel that now I know my happiness is not dependent on the ultimate success. How many people, like Bhumika has very, very aptly put across, how many successful people do you know are extremely happy in their lives? Have you actually spoken? See, we all live in a world where we're all social media savvy. I will never showcase the real side of what is happening in my life. So, how do you know if I'm actually happy or not? You may see the successful part of it, but do you see the tears, the sadness, the dejection that I have been through to reach that success? And what can one do that the perseverance one does not affect the other, and how? It is as simple as that. Can you stop putting both of them on the same plate? That you will stop getting affected by the other. Always remember, happiness is a state of mind. It is not a destination. It is not that tomorrow I will have $1 million in my account and I will be happy. No. After that, your thoughts, your desires will grow bigger. Then that $1 million will start seeming less to you. You'll be like, if I have reached $1 million, I can easily make it up to $5 million as well. That happiness will get diminished. So the day you stop putting both happiness and success on the same platform, you would lead a better and a more comfortable life. But remember this as well. Success is also not a destination. It is an ongoing journey of your life. You will always have goals that you will achieve and some that you won't. But that doesn't mean that you're not successful. Look back, where have you come from, and celebrate it. That is going to be your happiness. That's about my time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anchita